All right, let's get into it. Hello, everybody. This is LLF, or Logical Laker Fan. I've been wanting to talk about the Lakers more, so I decided to put in my 2 cents on one, the Austin Reeves contract situation, and what I think will happen based off the reports, and two, Chris Paul, as I think can be a good addition to the Lakers development-wise. Three, I want to talk about Adu Thiero and what I think the Lakers thought when drafting him. And four, I want to talk about the center problem and my main target since we're building for the future and now. So one, the Austin Reeves contract. It has been reported by NBA Central that Austin Reeves is eligible for a maximum of 200 million plus. This caused Laker fans all over my timeline to panic because we obviously can't afford that, and people who wanted to trade him are feeling a bit vindicated right now. But a couple months ago, Eric Pincus says, and this is a direct quote from him, sorry, Reeves is nearly sure to decline this 14 or $15 million player option from the Lakers, and in free agency he wants to test for $30 million, and the most he can extend for is 19.5 million. Obviously, we know that he declined that. So we always knew that Reeves wanted more money, which is fine, and I think that we can all agree that he's worth 30 million. But on top of that, and the fact that he wants to stay in LA, it's more likely he take a discount to stay in LA. My prediction is that the Lakers pay him somewhere near the tune of $25 million on a bag contract that lands him at 30 million in the fourth year of the deal, which is a steal considering the circumstances. I always thought he wasn't going to take the extension though. So Chris Paul controversy also all over my timeline. I do believe CP3 would be a good addition for this team, development wise. As Rob said, he's building toward the future, and Chris Paul is one of the best mentors in the NBA. His protege being Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If you don't know, Chris Paul was on the Thunder when Shai was traded there, and there are similarities in their game. Chris Paul, to me, can also help out with Reeves, who is still developing as a playmaker, and Chris Paul is one of the best playmakers of all time. As well as teaching Luka Doncic some tricks and showing Dalton how to better handle the ball, the one guy I'm interested in seeing Chris Paul mentor is our next topic of discussion. Adu Thiero. Adu is a 6'8" wing with a 7-foot wingspan. When he was younger, he was a guard and does possess the finesse of a guard in the open floor, but struggles a bit without a playmaker in the half court. Obviously, this isn't a problem because Lakers have Luka Doncic, but what's most interesting about that to me is that Adu has reports that he modeled his game after Derrick Rose, and I heard this in a video made by Goats, very good YouTuber. Don't agree with him all the time, but his video production is tears above mine. Back to the topic at hand. Adu Thiero is one of the best and most athletic in this draft, and I think I see a lot of Derrick Jones Jr. and Cam Whitmore in his game. Cam Whitmore is a guy that the Lakers missed out on in 2023 and was projected to go in the top four. Getting Adu might make up for that. They didn't really miss out on him; they passed up on him. But now for my most controversial take. I've been praising this man just the way he plays and the athleticism and rebounding, and that is Kai Jones. And yes, I know how it sounds. I did kind of make a mock trade with Reeves saying his name, but no, he wouldn't be the centerpiece of that trade. But I am of the mind that you do pick up unproven guys and that who can rile people later in the season, becoming way more than people thought they would. And to me, Kai Jones is one of those players. Kai Jones' stats this season stand out for one reason. He averaged 5 points, 3.1 rebounds, and zero point 0.6 assists. This may sound low, but remember that he's not playing as many minutes. He was kind of fluctuating in the Clippers rotation. But what stood out to me was his field goal percentage. As you know, center should be naturally efficient, and Kai Jones shot 79% from the field. And now I'm not saying he should start for us, but just off of what I've seen from him, I think it'd be an extremely good pickup for this Lakers squad. Only problem being his off-court issues. Hopefully he cleans that up. Despite being on the Lakers, he has gods of potential of untapped potential. Sorry, and yes, I know he's being spoon-fed shots by good playmakers, and he'd be playing with Luka and LeBron. It doesn't get better than that, and I think that he'd be fine in that department. Other than that, I may do a video on Bronny James, what I think is up next for him. I am reading off of a script, so this is one of my first times doing that. My apologies if I sound a bit off, but I decided I'm going to do this a lot better to get my takes off make more sound arguments on what I think is going to happen. Obviously, the Austin Reeves thing is something that I always predicted would happen. He was not going to take that extension. 19.5 million is not really what Austin Reeves is worth. He's definitely worth somewhere close to 25 to 30 million. So him declining that option was always going to be a thing for Laker fans, but some Laker fans will take that and say we should trade him while not having the proper package that you would trade him for. No one knows what they would actually trade Reeves for, but they say that we should trade him. And it's kind of hard for you to say that and be like, oh, okay, well, what would we get for him? And you don't know. So for me, I say keep Reeves. I say that we can pay him 25 million or 30 million in the off season. If he actually does ask for 40 million, then we're kind of screwed. But I doubt he'll ask for that because he's always said that he wants to stay in LA and he knows that LA cannot give him a max contract. So that's pretty much all of the stuff I have to cover. Really, nothing too crazy. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents. I didn't want to just tweet it out. So yeah.